Please be seated.
Harder to do when you're pregnant. So pretty. I've done this before, I swear.
Dear friends, family, honored guests, we gather here before the presence of God and with the love, the best wishes, and the cherished memories of those who cannot be with us here today to celebrate Adrian and Jovie's love for one another. A love that's accumulated to this juncture today as they've declared their intention to enter into holy matrimony. If there's anyone here who can show just cause as to why they should not be married, please speak now or forever hold their peace. I don't think all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Let's pray, fellas. Oh God, you are the creator of all things. You make us and you sustain us. We depend on you. Grant unto us all the purity of heart and strength of purpose, so that no selfish passion may hinder us from knowing your will, and no weakness from doing it. Bless Adrian and Jovie as they come before you to join in holy wedlock, to help us rejoice with them, and to support them in all their endeavors, now and forevermore. Amen. We have a reading this evening. We ask
Then Almighty spoke again and said, "And what of marriage, master?" And he answered, saying, "You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when white wings of death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. Even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping. For only the hand of life can contain your hearts, and stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow.
I stand at a bit of a disadvantage since I just got to know you within the last 72 hours. I would be what you call the pinch hitter or the substitute at this point. But one of the hardest parts about a wedding is, of course, the 5 minutes of the exhortation. Because during this time, of course, in the excitement of the day, the monologue that I deliver is going to be curtailed in consideration of everything else that goes on. So I usually try to give the couple a little bit something to remember the exhortation by. And I title the exhortation, the L words. Now, I know some television show has stolen my title, but it has nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, the reason why I chose the letter L is because as I was granted the privilege of looking through your Facebook, I realized lobsters. And so, I'm going to give you the letter L. Hold on to this as your first wedding present. Now, what you choose to do is your own decision, but there are 4 words I want you to remember about the letter L. The first one is the words look and listen. The key to any successful marriage, if you ask anybody who's been married for a long time, is to be observant and to hear each other's needs, to see how their day went, the joys, the pains, the sorrows, the need to participate and to remember those areas of their lives that are important. I remember reading about your excerpt of how you two came to meet one another. And obviously, from the time we first saw each other and the moments we spent through the whole evening listening to one another, looking and listening should not be very difficult. It is extremely important in a marriage that you must look and listen. Marriages fail when we start using words like, I don't want to hear about it. Or, I can't stand to see your face anymore. You know, he may have looked geeky to you, but he's your geek now. And he may have looked like that beautiful, cute, silly girl, but she's going to be your wife. So look and listen every day of your lives. The third word is the word love. Obviously, love is what brought you here, and love is a choice. It is a choice to love and to be loved. Your presence here before all your friends and family is a testimony that you two have chosen to love one another above all others. The whole falling in love or falling out of love to me is just a bunch of crap, really. The reality is you choose to love and you choose to be loved. Otherwise, without love, there is no marriage. The last word I want you to remember is the word live. Or you might say to be alive. A successful marriage is actually full of life. It is a living entity. We often joke about when a groom walks down the aisle that he's like a dead man walking. There's the ball and changes. But the reality is that when you come down that aisle, you're beginning this new life together. And it's a life that is abundant and alive. It is an entity that you continue to fester and to grow together. I love that. I think a lot of people have seen that YouTube video of that JK wedding dance when you come down the aisle and they go ballistic. We had over 28 million kids as of today. And that is what marriage is like. It's the beginning of life, and life is abundant. So I wish for you that you may live long, you may laugh loud, and that you may love forever. Adrian.